Welcome back. We're here at the New London Historical Society, and joining me now is the owner of Spring Ledge Farm, Greg Berger. Welcome.
Thank you, Lynn. Thanks for having me.
Strawberry season.
Yes,
we thought it would never come. With the winter we had, how did the plants do?
They actually fared quite well. I think what happened, we had a very bitter cold winter, and obviously the plants could suffer from that, but we had that nice powdery snow, feet and feet of it.
Only 9 feet
yes,
of
only
it.
9 feet. And we never had a thaw, so that was a layer of insulation that covered those strawberry plants as well as other perennial plants in the area. So they actually came out quite well. The crowns are healthy and they're growing like gangbusters now.
Great. So do you plant new ones every year?
We do plant new ones every year, and the way the strawberry planting works, we plant new ones this year, for instance, and we'll be picking those in 2016. So the majority of the ones we'll be picking this year, we planted last year and the year before. We try and get maybe 3 years out of a strawberry crop.
And then that's kind of the end of their life cycle.
It's, as far as we're concerned, the perennial weeds catch up with them, and it takes more time to weed them. But this way we can try new varieties every year, and so every year there's a succession of strawberry crops, so we can keep picking and hopefully have a great strawberry year.
That's interesting. There's real science behind that.
Yeah, there's a lot of management that goes into it.
Absolutely. Yes. So the first annual Strawberry Festival's coming up, and I know that you're a big part of that. Yes, we are. We're looking forward to it. It's June 27th and 28th, and what we'll be doing for that is supplying some of our own strawberries. That'll be ready at that point to the recreation department and to some other people on the green, so people can have strawberry shortcakes and things like that. And then on the Sunday, we'll also be working with the Historical Society, and they'll have buggy rides from this location at the Historical Society just a couple blocks down the road, which is where the farm is. And they can get off there and perhaps get a strawberry quart or two and then get a buggy ride back up here. What fun! That'll be fun. I like some of the education that's going on around strawberries because it's such a short and precious season. We want to keep our strawberries, but the Historical Society is doing a whole big seminar on how to preserve. Yes, yeah, strawberries are one of those fruits that you can enjoy them for the entire year. I mean, they're best, of course, I feel, right off the plant while you're in the field, or that night on ice cream, but they do conform well to all sorts of things. That's what they talk about, jamming and making preserves and freezing them. That's the easiest thing, probably. Right, right. Now, what is your favorite way to have strawberries? You mentioned on ice cream, but... Yes, my favorite way is to hull them and mash them all up. I don't add any extra sugar or anything, and then just have that in a container in my fridge, and I'll just use it on cereal, I'll use it on ice cream, really anything that needs a little extra fruitiness. And besides being so delicious, strawberries are really, really good for you. They're up there when you read the antioxidant. Yeah, vitamin C, antioxidants, all those things are great for you, and not many calories, and they just taste so good. It's great for kids too because it's an easy way to get them to enjoy their fruits. And there's something about the strawberries grown in this climate, in New England especially, because we do have these cool nights. It takes them longer to develop. And I feel like that adds more sugars and just a little more flavor to all the varieties versus something that's grown in a warmer climate, which just comes along quickly. It's mostly water and a little bit of flavor. And interesting. So I don't, I'm not saying it's a fine wine kind of thing, but but it depends on where you are and what your growing conditions are, even from here to somewhere in Vermont or Massachusetts. There is a big differential in the tasting because even though our berries are a bit smaller here, they taste so much better. It doesn't even matter. Yeah, they get more packed punch in there for each berry. Let's talk about a couple different ways people can get strawberries, because not only can they get them at the farm, there's pick your own fields. Yes, pick your own fields which is where we grow the majority of the strawberries. They're on Pleasant Lake, just as you're going around the lake. It's a couple miles from downtown New London, and we do have pick your own available. Depending on the season, depends on the weather and when we'll be ready. But we do have a hotline you can call. And see if it's open that day. To see if it's open and to get the latest status on it. That's good. And they weigh the children before they go in, because I know that a lot are consumed right off the bush there. We do have, I think we have a sign that jokingly says that, but the grower who's growing them this year, who works for Spring Ledge, Bruce Putnam, he's doing a great job, and he's really done an excellent job keeping the frost off them, the blossoms, so we actually have a crop. And it's looking very good this year. Well, thanks. It's a lot of work to get to that strawberry season, but it's always well worth it. And thanks for what you're doing with the first annual Strawberry Festival. We all can't wait. Super. Okay, take care, Greg. Thanks so much. Thanks, Lynn.